Welcome back, everybody. It is Thursday, the 23rd of February, 2023. Making this day, is it 54? I think it's 54. It's 1:30 p.m. I've had a few coffees and a very relaxing morning because I don't have work today. So I've just been trying to get some stuff done around the house and also just a shit ton of procrastinating. I probably could have come and done this a couple of hours ago, and I've just been sitting around doing fuck all, taking it nice and easy. But yeah, I did some chores and whatnot. I haven't been doing nothing at all, but Mads had uni this morning and then came home for a little bit. And then I keep getting caught on my phone when I go to sit down to do something. I'll just check something on Facebook or Instagram, or I'll jump on TikTok for 5 minutes, and then that turns into an hour and a half. And all of a sudden I've wasted most of my day. And so now we're looking at 1:30 and we're just sitting here. This room's getting pretty hot. I've been sitting here for a little bit procrastinating. And there's no air circulating at the moment because I don't want to make any noise other than my voice on this microphone. But yeah, I hope everyone else's day is doing well. I hope everyone's doing well. I have something to confess. I'm a bit of a grumpy prick. The last couple of nights, the last 2 nights specifically, I've been really grumpy and just irritable. And I don't know what it is. I don't know what's changed. I've been less motivated to do this podcast. I've been less motivated to go to the gym and work out. I've been complaining a lot. I've been lashing out. Not lashing out, but reacting, harsher than I need to whenever something happens that I don't like, or Maddie says something that I don't like. And I don't know what's going on. I don't know what it is. Nothing's really changed in the last couple of days to affect my mental in such a way, but at least nothing that's coming to mind. Maybe I'm just not being honest enough with myself. Maybe there is something, but I think that the biggest thing would probably be that I've my diet has changed up, because I went fishing on Sunday. Sunday would normally be a day that I am doing things. I'm preparing for my week, and so I'm getting grocery shopping done, or I'm prepping dinners and lunches and whatnot. And just because I've been sort of working in a different store that takes me a little bit longer to travel to, I guess I feel like I've got less time. But other than that, I'm not entirely sure. I just feel like I'm a bit more tired, and with this running prep and stuff for a 10K, I'm just not. I guess I need to be fueling myself properly so that I can maintain that sort of lifestyle. And I think if I don't, the consequences are irritability. So that's my plan this afternoon, is to do some more dinner preps and stuff, like chicken and broccoli and whatnot, and just sort of start to make sure I'm eating regularly and good foods and whole foods and full meals. But yeah, there's nothing particular that I need to comment on. It was just last night, for example, Mads was just harping on about something. I'd done something or I'd said something, and she just kept going on about it because she was tired as well. And I was like, all right, shut up, fuck. I didn't need to react as harshly as I did. I don't judge myself for it. I'm not sitting here being oh, woe is me, I'm behaving like this, because it's not a common occurrence, but I just have to be, I guess, wary of it and know that it's happening, and just the fact that I'm talking about it and not wanting it to be a behavior that continues, I'll start to recognize it. But Maddie showed me sonnets yesterday. She's learning about poetry at uni, and she showed me what a sonnet was. And so I love poetry. I don't know if that's something that I've mentioned on here before, if anyone knew that about me, but I really like writing little poems when, when someone has a birthday or, just like little things. I write little poems every now and again, usually 4 to 8 sentences, just rhyming every sentence. It's nothing super spectacular, but I pride myself on how quickly I can churn them out, and how I just write them with themes. So it's usually birthdays or special events. I wrote one when I was leaving Canberra for my old workmate. I wrote one for her baby's first birthday, my mum's birthday, Maddie's brother, my brother-in-law, his birthday. Just everybody gets one. Everybody gets a little poem. And I just feel like it's a labor of love, and it's an expression of love, and it shows that it shows that I'm thinking of them, but also it's like a way for me to express how I'm feeling. And so she showed me what a sonnet was, and I Googled it. I just looked up, like, what is a sonnet, because I had no clue. And then I wrote 2 yesterday for her, which I'm willing to share on this because I've got nothing else to talk about. And maybe you'll like the poems. So the rules of a sonnet, as I understand them, are they have to be 14 lines. They have to have 10 syllables in each line, and they follow something that's called iambic pentameter, which is like 5-syllable pairings with like a beat. So it's like ba-da, 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 ba-da. Now, I'm not going to read it like that. That's just how it's supposed to go. And for my first ever sonnets, I feel like I did a pretty good job. I might even look at like giving my services to like Fiverr or something, so people can pay me, and I'll just write poems for them to give to their loved ones or whatever. So here's the first sonnet that I wrote for her. And a sonnet is essentially a song. I'm pretty sure it translates to song, and they are mostly revolving around love. And so both of these are for my wife. So don't judge me too harshly, because actually judge me, I don't care. There's a place I go sometimes to sit still, a wooden cabin with only one room, with windows collecting dust on their sills. Flowers in vases fill the air with perfume. I wish I could take you to see this place. Surely there is room enough for us two. But this cabin is built in my headspace, a house where only I can visit you. If you could come visit, you'd be in awe. It is decorated with memories, in forms of trinkets, all things I adore, my temple built to last me centuries. I only wish I could bring you to see. I only wish you could be in there with me. Now that last line, I actually accidentally added the word in, so it's not meant to be like that. But anyway, it's a nice poem. And then the second one I wrote on the train on the way home, after thinking it, because that first poem I wrote earlier in the day, and then I sort of like started a poem, and then I went back to it, and then I changed it up a little bit. And so then this is the one that I wrote on the way home, which I felt like was maybe a bit of a better attempt, I guess. And I'm going to keep practicing sonnets because I really enjoy the process of thinking with the challenge of like, you've got rules and you have to think within these parameters, you know? Let me just take a sip of my drink first. How kindly and accepting are her eyes, beauty encapsulated, oh so pure. When I gaze for long enough, time just flies. My heart beats for her, of that I'm sure. I've never known a love like this before. Her presence is just so nice to be near. I find when I'm around I still want more. To ever lose this is all that I fear. No way, you cannot share this love with us. We are a pair chiseled from marble stone. Our love is labor, blood and sweat and trust. Captured and carved, neither are ever alone. Witness our art, these statues great and tall, for we are the artist, looked on by all. And so yeah, if you're a dude and you're struggling to, I don't know, show affection to your partner, if your partner's like ever complained about feeling like she's not getting enough from you, or I don't know, if you have the hard time expressing how you feel, and you want to express better how you feel, I would recommend that you write how you feel down, and give that to your partner in the form of a letter or a poem or something, right? Because a lot of the time, the reason I like writing is because I can calculate exactly what I'm intending to say. And if you, in the moment, struggle to find the words to say, but then later think like, oh, I wish I had been able to say this, write that down. Write down whatever you wish you had been able to say. Anything that's left unsaid is an opportunity for you to it's an opportunity to be read. I don't know. Let's rhyme it up. So an opportunity. Anything that's left unsaid is an opportunity to later be read. You can just turn around and you can write down how you're feeling. You can write something down. You can express a lot more in words that you have to then sit there and calculate. You have to sit there and you can go back. You can cross them out. You can change them up. You can really let your words become effective. And there's all sorts of like spell checking and grammar checking and other things that you can do. And I'm sure there's services that you can go to as well that can help you out in writing these things. Or just ask a family friend or someone else, someone you trust. But I don't think there's a person out there that can join a partnership, right? It doesn't matter whether it's a boyfriend or a girlfriend or just a partnership in general. If you're a couple in general, I feel like every single person would appreciate words written from the heart for the other person. And I think that's why poetry is often so romantic, and why it's often so intimate and vulnerable and, passionate, I guess. Is because it's an opportunity for you to emphasize just how you feel about someone. And it's an opportunity for them to gaze into your, in like a really weird way, but gaze into your soul, or into your brain at the very least, right? Because I could sit here and I could be emphatic in the way that I talk, but you and I both know, whoever's listening to this, whoever listens to this regularly, I could literally talk to you about onion rings the same way I could talk to you about how I love my love for Maddie, right? I could express that in the same way, because that's just the way that I've learned how to talk and how to express myself. And so I can obviously, I feel like, make things relate a little bit more to romance with anyone who has experienced a love in the same way. But everyone's eaten onion rings. And so I can, like, you know what I mean? I feel like I can talk romantically about onion rings and you'd get it. But writing it down, I feel like the emphasis and the words, they mean more and they matter more. And just because a picture's worth 1,000 words, it doesn't mean that the words are worth less, Anyway, that's all I have for you today. Enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you for tuning in. Maybe if you've made it this far, sling a comment and let me know what you think of my poems.